love me some AGB.
What do you want to do?
I want to go in. This is awesome.
Oh yeah. It's ready for you.
It's ready.
It's ready for you. Only in Texas do you talk about trucks when you get pulled over.
Right. Now we're talking.
Now we're talking.
What took you guys so long?
So I'm just sitting in the truck now, waiting to hear back from the tow truck driver, and it's noon. So. Hey Trish,
Yeah.
While you're in there, can you just pull the slides in real quick?
Woo! Father,
Yes.
this is one of my weak spots. Okay, don't film this. I'm a man.
Welcome to the inside of Platinum Ginger.
Cat's out of the bag.
That is the name of this Airstream.
Welcome. We're glad you're here.
Yes, so, alright, well, we have lots to share in this episode. I know a lot of people thought we were going to go Class A and Class C, and there's a very specific, very deliberate reason why we went this route. And it actually has nothing to do with the RV, and has all to do with the type of content that we really enjoy creating.
Yes.
And getting back to the focus that we feel like KYD really had, the essence of KYD.
But first, we want to give you a little timestamp. Right now, we are sitting in our front yard, like many of you, going
Yes.
nowhere
Yeah.
because we are in the COVID cloud. So we hope that you've found a great schedule to keep you busy every day while you're trying to do everything from
How's
your
that
house.
puzzle coming?
Yes. And we want to say thank you to everyone that is working the front lines. I know it takes a lot of courage and stamina, and we really appreciate everything you're doing if you're even watching this.
Yes.
Because you're busy.
Yes.
So,
well, and then there are people that have been severely impacted by COVID. So we just want to say we're thinking about you. I think everybody's been impacted, but some people have been severely impacted, and it's tough. It's really tough. There's just nothing more we can say about that.
we just didn't want to move forward without recognizing that.
Yes.
So, anyway.
Well, and it also causes a little bit of a juxtaposition in a way with this episode, because this episode was recorded back in February.
That's right.
Before we even had any idea of all of this madness. And so...
And you're going to know that because there's groups of people hanging out together, and you'd be like,
Yes.
wait a minute,
Yes.
hold on, that is not social distancing.
We're not social distancing.
Before you write that, you're not social distancing.
Same
Just
with
know, this
same
is
with the
pre-recorded.
storage video we did last week. That was pre-recorded. And the
Pre-recorded.
good news is we have this video, and then of course we come back from Texas next Sunday.
Yes.
And then we've got a route video, and we have some how-to stuff that was pre-recorded. The truck upgrades, those are already done.
So why did we get the Airstream?
All right, here's the deal. A few years ago, or no, not a few years ago. We've only been doing this for 4 years. A couple seasons ago, we
Yes.
got the idea of changing a rig each season because we wanted as much experience as we possibly could get.
Right.
People were writing in, they're like, should I get a fifth wheel or a travel trailer? And at the time, we had no fifth wheel experience. And I said to Trish, why don't we get rigs more frequently so that we can...
And someone wrote in and said, Mark, you are one smart man. You figured out how to convince your wife to get a new rig every year.
Yes. Well, here's what ended up happening. Because we were changing RVs so frequently, it inadvertently became a lot about the RV, getting it set up and then doing the upgrades.
You
and
know,
then-
it takes a ton of
It
work
does.
to research an RV, actually get an RV, to get it set up, and then get on the road.
Yeah.
And so it felt like that's all we were doing and thinking about, and that's not what we're all about. We're all
No.
about starting small and starting now, making memories with your family, and knowing that this is not about the rig. That is just the vehicle that gets you where you want to go so you can go do the fun stuff.
Yes, and inadvertently we made it about the RV. Anything that will get us to the location to make memories, have fun, and you can do that in anything, from a teardrop to a toy hauler.
I have to say, I have a little crush on whatever's going on here. I'm in serious honeymoon
Trish does
phase.
like the Airstream.
Yes, I really do. However, our son has come back from school, just like pretty much everybody else who has kids. They're out. They're done.
Welcome.
This is what I call the COVID-19 hug. Cool kids are saying it these days.
Out. They're done. Our schools just said you're not going back at all. And so this is a little tighter than we thought with two grown
We
boys.
went this direction because we only had Caleb.
Right.
And now we have both.
And now we
boys.
have both very
And Carson's
tall
taller
boys.
than me now. So, anyhow.
Almost.
All right, so this is kind of the conversation before the episode. We just want to bring you up to speed. It's a pretty exciting episode, and we understand that this is not really an exciting time in the world. So you know, that is what it is.
Yeah.
And so we need to first go to Texas to pick up this RV and take you through that process. But first, I need to share with you what happened with this truck. I cannot even wait to share with you these truck upgrades. But let's go on a quick drive and I'll tell you about this truck story. Okay, so you might remember we were out in California and we stopped by an Airstream dealer just to see if the 30-foot bunkhouse would work for us. And once we determined it would work for us, we started looking for trucks. Charlie, you like those stairs? Does Charlie like it?
Yeah, Charlie likes it.
And because we were out in California anyway, Big Sur, Pismo, we're on the beach of Pismo negotiating a truck with a sales guy out on the beach. And we end up coming to terms, but I can't get over to that dealership in time, so we ended up going straight home. I end up flying back to the dealer about a week later, and I tell the dealer, look, I'm gonna show up at 9 a.m., I'm gonna sign, and then I'm gonna drive out, and I wanna be there for an hour. They're like, totally cool. So I show up at 9, everything's fine, and then I'm in with the finance guy, and he says, here's the form that you need to have notarized by the tow truck driver to show that you took delivery of the truck in Blythe, Arizona, or you have to pay California sales tax. Now, I've bought trucks in New Mexico and Florida, never had this issue, but in California, if you want to buy a truck in California, you have to get the truck flatbed towed out of the state, or you pay California sales tax, which is a lot more than Arizona sales tax, and it's on the top line versus the bottom line. So it's at that point I realized that I was gonna have to spend the night in California. Oh yeah, and of course I can't drive the truck that I bought, so I have to walk around Santa Ana to go get some coffee. And then I guess I'll Uber back over to the dealership. Just heard from the tow truck driver, 11:45. Pretty good. Now you're probably wondering, is it really worth going to California to buy a truck? I mean, to get just what you want. And the thinking is this: we would really like to keep this set up. Caleb's 15 right now, so in 3 years he'll be 18. And at that point, Trish and I, at least for the first time ever, might be able to consider a rig to just accommodate the both of us. But even at that, it's not like we don't want the kids to ever come with us. So with that in mind, and the idea that we wanted to start focusing on things that are really important to us on the channel, we wanted to have a truck and a rig that we were gonna keep. And as a result, I figured if I'm gonna keep it, then we should get the exact color we want and the gear ratio and the trim package and all that stuff. Plus the 2019s being under, with the 2020s out, this was enough below MSRP to get me to bite and come out here to California. So that's the explanation of where we are. So now we're just waiting for the tow truck. We're gonna put this on the flatbed, and then I say I'm not used to being alone. And then I'm gonna drive in the passenger seat with the tow truck driver to Edinburgh? Not Edinburgh, Edinburgh? So then the next day comes, I meet up with a transporter. He puts the truck on with 2 other cars. And I'm thinking, I can't believe I have to sit passenger seat with a transporter on a 3-hour drive. Turns out we had like the best conversation in the world. Franco is awesome. So I learned all about the transport business, and he was from Argentina. He's created an amazing life for himself. I told him he needs to create a YouTube channel on just how to get started with transporting, because it's a fantastic business. He lives in Arizona and goes to California once a week to move cars. Is that the damage from the old fifth wheel?
Yeah. Yep.
Before you got the slider?
So there you go. If I would have needed, YouTube. Yeah. Oh, well, because it's the ramps. The ramps, they were like right here.
Oh.
Yeah.
And so then you put the slider in?
I put, yep, and no more problem.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the Super Glide. Oh, that's nice.
So the mechanism right here, if I didn't have that plate,
yeah,
the plate has a attachment right there that moves that.
Yeah.
And when it comes here, look at how much.
Oh, yeah, so it goes into, so it rotates.
It rotates.
And it comes down that track.
Swivel. Yeah.
And then keeps it away from the window.
Yep. So it doesn't jackknife,
Gotcha. Oh, I'm just looking at this truck and I really, really would like to start to drive it. So, we're getting close. Got this for Trish. Just kidding. That's how Franco avoids having to get fuel in California at $4 and ridiculous cents. So he's got a 30-gallon tank in the Ram and a 100-gallon tank in the bed. It's a lot of fuel. Anyway, beside the point. We have a great conversation, and we finally get the truck back to Arizona.
I got a fire in me. You're gonna set to burn.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. I am in the truck driving home.
Wow.
See how far we can go. I got a hold of film. It's in the shape of
Holding the camera above my head, that's how tall the truck is.
I do like that the 250s sit up really super high.
It's very fun.
Yes.
Have you enjoyed yourself today?
It's been a lot of fun. I was behind a semi-truck on the 303 and a rock hit the windshield and it put a 12-inch crack in the windshield. I heard it and it was like crack and I'm like, that couldn't be good. I look over and the windshield is shattered.
Oh, that's the worst.
And on top of it, there's no way we can get this replaced tomorrow and we leave the day after tomorrow. But anyway, other than that, it was a little bit like, yeah. All right, so Kayla, here's what you do. Down there where you have the little button where it, like you normally, you know when you're really trying to get out of the house and you pick a time that it's time to go and you're past that time and you keep telling everyone in the family, are we ready? You know they're not gonna say, yeah, I'm ready. You know they're gonna say something other than that. That's what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
You know when you're the person who's in charge of making sure that everybody else
Yeah,
is
I know,
ready?
it's just what I was saying. That's
Yeah.
just what I was saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you look around and you realize that people aren't ready yet and you need to pick up the pieces for them. That's
Trish,
me.
you're gonna have to come up with something new. I just said all of
That's
that.
me.
I just said all of that.
That's me.
Okay, so are we ready?
Do you need this thing?
I should take it.
Here you go.
Okay, let me show you what I got going on here in the truck. Let's see what we have here. I don't know, can you see up there here? Okay, I've got a bunch of yellow containers, tall, small. Normally I wouldn't carry this many containers in the back, but a lot of this stuff goes in the Airstream. So what I have inside these yellow containers are all the things that are absolutely 100% essential from just getting from Texas to Arizona. And I thought on our first trip back, we would do a video on exactly that, so that if somebody was heading off on their first trip, they would know exactly what to bring. I thought it was a good opportunity because obviously there's things that I have on my mental checklist, well actually a written down checklist that I would 100% want to bring, and then I have some other stuff that I just know I like. So we have some stuff. We're going to stay in a hotel tonight somewhere in the middle of Texas. I hope we can make it east of Lubbock, but we don't know. And then we'll finish the rest of the drive tomorrow to San Antonio, and then we're going to stay in the Airstream tomorrow night. And then we're going to go through the whole delivery process with Zach on Monday, and then we're going to go up to Georgetown to go stay in Jeff and Mel's driveway until we come back next week. That's the plan. Let's get in the truck and go.
There are crashes on I-40 East that are currently causing a 1 hour and 13-minute delay. This is the fastest route for now. You'll get an update if that changes. You will arrive at 5:42 a.m.
What?
What are you guys doing?
We're headed to go see you.
Well, why don't you get here?
Can't wait to see the finished house.
Well, it's not quite finished, but it's getting close. So when are you going to get here?
Well, this is a long drive. Our navigation says we have 14 more hours to San Antonio. We're on the I-40, and this is my favorite stretch of the entire Interstate 40. And every time we've been going through here, when we went to Moab, Grand Junction, Season 1, Breckenridge, we go through here and I look over and I see the trains over there, like with the backdrop of the rim, and I think to myself, I would love to get drone footage of that. So let's just see if we get lucky and a train comes. Wouldn't that be awesome? Charlie, you ready to get up? Are you ready to go?
I'm feeling too pumped.
Okay.
You need to chill.
All right. All right, Charlie.
No problem.
You just relax, Charlie. We'll get going in just a minute. Last night, we stayed at Roswell, New Mexico. Now, this might sound familiar to you because in 1947, a flying saucer landed near here in a farm, and a farmer came out. You're laughing, but this is totally true.
I know, I'm sorry.
And the farmer, Caleb came up for this part.
Continue on
Put your
US
seatbelt on.
280 East.
I'm trying to find restoration. Mom, you
This is a
married him?
true story.
I'm trying
Area
to get
51 was essentially created because of this, okay? All right? The little man exists.
trying to do
He exists.
something
This is a real thing.
Wow, how
this
long
is a real
is
thing.
this
This actually
conversation
happened.
gonna
This actually happened.
Let me
Okay?
know when I can get back to our plans. Yes?
I don't know much more of the story, but but the saucer land, the farmer came out and he saw the shrapnel of the flying saucer stuff. I think he saw a little bit more than that.
Incredible.
So they called the sheriff. The sheriff came out to the site. The sheriff called the Air Force. The Air Force came out, and the farmer could tell that the Air Force knew a little more than they were letting on. That's where the conspiracy comes in. And then
That's a good reason to join the Air Force.
Yeah.
Just so you get to be on the inside scoop.
well, at that clearance level, you know.
Yes.
And so then they said it was a weather balloon crash. Yeah, likely story. But anyhow, I think, does anyone know when Area 51 was created and why? I think it was because of the little man that they found. I think it was the little man they found in Roswell, right here. Do you have any idea how difficult it was to get Trish to stop to see this? It was worth it though. It was worth it.
Where's the furthest stop if you don't got a license plate?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just buy it?
I did in California, and they don't do that.
Right. No, I understand.
And I tried to get a plate before we went to Texas, but the line was like so long.
I believe it. Where'd y'all go?
What?
Where'd y'all go to get a license plate?
Well, we live in Arizona.
Okay.
We bought this in California, and
Okay.
tonight we're picking up an Airstream to go back to Arizona.
Okay.
And I figure I'll register the Airstream in the truck at the same time.
I got you.
But I got registration, or I got
Insurance.
insurance, and I've got a sales contract, and I've got the California registration, if you like.
That's fine.
Which is right here, which they stick in the window.
Alright, it's gonna be a warning for not having it, okay? I understand
Okay.
that you just bought it. But
Sure.
Okay. Give me a second.
This is the second time we've been pulled over in the last 4 years on this trip. The first time was in Alaska, in Haines, Alaska, at night, because Trish and I were out looking for good cell phone coverage to upload a video.
We were like,
because I was,
Go over there, go over there, go over there. No, go back over here, go back
and
over
he
here.
pulled us over because I thought I was drinking. And then when we got to talking with him, we became good friends. And I think he
Yes.
follows KYD now.
Yes.
Yes.
It's very fun.
And with this officer, because it's Texas, of course, the conversation is about trucks.
The truck.
What year is the truck? Where did you get the truck? How much did you pay for the truck?
Hey, Mark.
Hey, how are you?
Okay. Well, drive safely and let us know if we can help with anything else.
Okay, very good. See you soon.
All right.
All right,
See you
bye.
soon. Bye.
Trish did most of the driving. And that's probably the thing I like the most about the F250 and a travel trailer, is that she likes to drive. So we're just about to pull into the KOA. Zach and Cindy ended up moving the Airstream over to a KOA, and so we're gonna have a little dinner tonight, and then Trish and I are we're all gonna stay there tonight, and then tomorrow Zach's gonna go back over and we'll kind of go through all the systems and that kind of stuff, and I suppose check out by noon or 1, and then make our way up to Georgetown to see Jeff and Mel.
Cool.
This is a big KOA.
It's cool.
Okay, D1.
D1.
Ain't got no mirror.
Thank you.
Very good.
There's Zach.
Oh yeah, that's Zach?
I see Zach.
Oh, that looks like Zach.
Hello.
I had to call Mom.
Hi, Mom.
How's it going?
Great to see you guys.
Nice to see you too.
Welcome.
Awesome.
Hope this looks about right.
Right here? This is all, you know, push button. It's all different to drive. Hi.
It's the Platinum.
Nice to see you.
Welcome back to Texas.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Are we gonna go in? What are we gonna do?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I wanna go in.
I want to go in.
I wanna go in.
Cindy was just in there, so there might be some food sitting out, but food for this afternoon. But
This is pretty cool.
this is ready for you guys.
This is awesome.
Oh yeah, it's ready for you. And
It's
there's
ready.
It's ready for you.
That was like a little present. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
a small welcome gift too on the oven. So please come on in.
Oh my goodness.
Welcome to your new home.
Whoa. It feels so big.
It does.
The one that we saw had dark
I know.
here, and
It's
so it
way
felt
lighter.
like a little bit tighter.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. This is so cool. What do you think?
I love it. I love it.
I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay. So pretty. It's so pretty.
Man, Zach, it's like showroom ready.
Well,
it
good.
really is.
It's
Good.
so awesome.
It really is. It's
Here.
crazy.
I'll go grab the dog real quick. It is
crazy.
so cool. This is very exciting.
It is exciting. It kind of feels surreal because I don't think we haven't really identified with an Airstream. So I actually feel like I'm in someone else's rig. Like, does it feel like that to you?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just
Still
taking
processing
it all in.
it.
I'm processing.
I'm looking around, I'm
we
like-
literally made up our mind. What, like 10 days ago?
This is, exactly.
Yes. So.
But it was the right thing.
Yes.
So that's why it was so easy to make it up.
You know what? You're 100% right. As soon as we talked to you, and as soon as we made the decision to go this route, it felt we were like at complete ease.
Yes.
And that's how we knew it was right.
Yeah.
We're like, this is where we need to be.
Right. Hey.
What?
I just found out. Oops. Oh, I didn't realize that was the TV. Boots. My Alaska boots.
Well,
There's
yeah.
A spot.
There's a spot for him.
Right
Show
there.
everybody. Show everyone. I think you lift the bed.
But look, you can get all the way
Yes.
down. My whole arm can fit in there. Therefore, it's a boot slot. I know you make fun of me. Woo! Look at that.
You mean right back there?
Yes,
That's
right
where your
back
boots
here.
go?
My boots.
Well, that's very important.
I have first thoughts.
Yes. Me?
You.
I'm like 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's really amazing. It's so clean and crisp, and I can't
It's like-
wait to start loading it up.
Yes.
Yes.
I can't wait to start like modifying it
Yes.
to make it ours, which
Yes.
we've never done. In any of the rigs we've had, we've never done that.
I know. Okay. Oh, look, you get to see your truck and trailer
Oh,
together.
I already know. It's already amazing.
I already know.
I already know. I pulled up. I saw. So the manuals, the awnings manual.
They are.
Caleb, are you in there?
Yes, sir.
What's going on in here?
Well, Father,
What are you doing?
the trip kind of broke them a little bit.
Really?
So they don't really do rainbow anymore. But
Not like you have been here for all of 10 minutes and you're setting up LED lights?
do you not see the Xbox?
Oh man.
Do you need something? Can I help you? I need tape.
Can you do me a favor?
And wait.
Yeah, do you think we could just maybe get into this a little bit later? You have Luke here that would really like you.
Yes.
Like your company.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. How's it going, Charlie? How you doing in here? You want to come out and play with everybody? Yeah, I want to come out and play. Can I come out and play? Okay, hold on. Let me talk to Mom. I'll be right back.
Charlie just barked. Oh, home sweet home. We arrived.
We've moved in.
We've moved in. So anyway, we have a lot to do. We aren't even fully like moved in. We just brought things to sleep, and we have stuff everywhere. So we need to get everything in its appropriate spot.
Yes.
Formally. Good morning. Good morning.
Good night
Yes.
last night?
It was awesome. Great night's sleep. Everything has a home. Everything that I thought I was nervous about, like there's no way I'm gonna fit a pan in there when I first started opening the drawers.
No problem.
No problem. Amazing. I'm totally amazed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Charlie and I went over to the dog park and he played with a lot of dogs. He played with a twin.
Yes.
Which is right over here.
Right here.
And then there was another
under the bench?
dog, a Malinois, that came by, and that was fun because Charlie got to. They were like, "How do I get it as big as possible?"
Fluffing themselves out, peacocking.
It was fun, peacocking. It was fun. All right. So the plan today is to go through and learn everything I need to learn from Zach. So I'm not going to record all of it, but maybe the pertinence.
Big thing with this axle, it's a torsion bar.
That's right. That's right. That's yeah.
So you cannot lift the Airstream by way of that axle. Those are right here.
Oh, so there are lift points,
Correct.
Designated lift points.
Right.
Gotcha. If you don't just use an Anderson block to get that tire up.
Exactly. From there, you'll just pop it up, put it away.
Oh man, that's a fair amount of space. So you just keep your hoses and things in there?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
This now is below Caleb's bed, so this is kind of the other half of that storage.
Yeah.
And here's the extra 50 amp cable on the right side. Oh. So in the bumper, you can't lock this. You can lock everything else, but you can't lock this. So we put things that you wouldn't mind losing. So like our plastic chocks or blocks. So the main is your black tank, and then they call it the wash, but that's your gray water.
I see, gray water, auxiliary wash. Yep. Cool. And then you got a little LED light there, which is kind of cool. So is this the flush here?
Yep.
And so you just hook up the flush and just let it go?
Yep.
Got it.
And I have the same thing, the green clear plastic, and then I wait for it to go clear, and we're never good.
And then the 50 amp. It is 50, right?
Correct.
Cool. Oh man, that is such a big space. And so that's essentially 2 lithium batteries, but it's in one, right?
Right, this is a 200 amp hour battery.
200 amp hour battery. And I think I could get at least 6 lithium batteries going across.
Definitely, especially the taller ones would fit great.
Yeah.
And then you'll still have space for your weight distribution bars.
Yep.
Gloves.
Yep. And then your inverter and things are over there.
Exactly.
And then under here, I couldn't really see that last night. That's you can use that for.
Right now, it's just an unused space. Could be used for some storage. It might get a little bit damp. Block, that's a good spot for it.
Oh yeah, sure. And you could probably just take that threaded piece out, right?
Right. Originally, this is where there were 2 deep cycle batteries.
Gosh, that's awesome.
Father,
how'd you sleep?
I slept good. I took a shower, and then I slept great actually. And then I simply took a shower, and while I was just like being all chill, taking a shower, the door slammed behind me, and I was just so confused.
Why?
Like the shower door
Slammed open.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. I didn't know how to lock
Step 25 of the tour.
I can't wait.
And is there storage under here? No, that's the furnace, and that's storage.
There, and then storage here.
Hi, you want to go to the park?
Yeah.
Let's all go. You want to blow some bubbles? There we go. Yeah.
Sweet.
We had a small vacuum cleaner that could fit right there with the extra vacuum cleaner bags, and then.
And then there's more storage over here too, right?
More on this side.
Nice.
I feel so bad for him. He's like, please let me escape.
All right, I know everything.
Wow, impressive.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Zach.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I think y'all are set up for success.
Good.
For sure. I guess the only thing now is to just learn how to hook up.
Let's do it.
Which I'm excited about. I'm actually the most excited about that.
Yeah. I know you want to see how it drives together.
I want to see how it drives. I want to see how much sag there is in the back, because it's only the tongue weight's only 950 pounds.
It's incredible.
Which is awesome.
Yes.
It just pulled the jack forward a little bit.
Gotcha.
Okay. So
You know what? This would be good to test. Let's cross our fingers. Is that nice?
Yeah, that was so
nice.
Satisfying.
Wow. Okay, so I was gonna fill up water here, but I realized that we could just hook up a hose to your dad's place.
Right.
Yeah. So
we're ready to roll
We just
out.
need to manage our gray there. We don't need to fill up.
So you emptied?
Yeah, we're all empty.
Okay, great.
And I would love to stop at a cat scale right out of the gate just to see what we weigh. I know how much you love those.
Or we could just go to my dad's.
It's gonna be on the way, babe, and I probably need fuel anyway.
Okay.
Tow haul on.
Woke up this morning with the sunrise in my eyes.
Okay, everything's all good?
Yeah. And then the other thing, the way that it swings out and turns, like how the trailer tracks, is pretty tight.
That's good.
Which one are we in?
Don't know why, but I'll be toasting all my life.
Keep left to the court to stay on either.
Hey, we are on our way to see you.
Yay!
Wow. We need to call more. We need to call more often.
Yes.
So we're towing the Airstream, and we are 47 minutes away. But we don't have to stop that fast. We can stop and grab a bite to eat, and I'm dying to find a cat scale, but we haven't passed one yet. So, what are you guys up to?
We're being productive at our flip house.
We're installing hardware and things like that. Touch-up paint.
It almost sounds as fun as finding a cat scale.
Oh man, it looks so different here in the wintertime.
Really does.
Yay! What do you think?
Now we're talking.
Now we're talking.
Now we're talking.
Hey kid, what's happening? Oh.
Charlie!
Wow.
Hi. You even have a
Look at
KYD
you
hat
guys.
on.
And you have like a like a milk dairy tanker behind you.
Oh shoot, we have a big tanker behind us.
No.
Oh.
Your Airstream.
Oh, the Airstream.
Aren't I funny?
I was like, oh no, we're blocking traffic.
No. So,
I'm gonna be
Do you have your broom?
I just wish we didn't get
do you think we're gonna need the broom?
No, I'm just joking. We're only 9 feet.
Low. Look at it, it's pretty
Well,
low.
we're 9
We'll check
feet.
it.
I need to measure specifically, but I think we're 9 feet 2 inches,
Okay.
which is pretty low.
Yeah.
Which it's pretty exciting.
So you like the Airstream?
I love the
I
Airstream.
can't wait to see it.
Oh yeah. It's,
What
it's
took you
fun.
guys so long?
Okay.
Come out here.
Ooh, limited. Wow.
75-year anniversary. Boom, boom, boom. Classic limited.
That's what we came out here for?
We had all these children that needed space.
Yes.
Oh,
we
that.
needed.
Yeah. Really hard. Jeff has the wires. Whoa.
What was that?
That was the front hitch? Yeah. Okay, keep coming. Now you're clear of that hitch. Okay, turn harder. Great. Totally great.
Perfect.
Yeah, if you can turn a little bit harder, you'll miss the grass, or you could just do it again. Yeah, you're just gonna go in the grass. It's no big deal. Oh, if you just keep coming back, your tires will go off the other side and you'll be done.
Yeah, that was a little sketchy with the hitch. I didn't see that. I didn't hear that coming.
Yeah.
See that coming.
You did good.
Good to see you. Nice to see you too.
Love it.
Hi. Oh, yeah.
Right now.
Right now.
This is,
Yeah.
yeah.
What better way than to do a tour? Do you want a tour?
How do you do that? I want a tour.
Okay.
Wait a minute, that didn't work. That is not a good opening. Wait, take two. It's not working very
Here,
well.
you gotta push it in. You gotta push it in a little bit, and then use the handle.
I was using the handle before.
So far, so good.
And that's it.
That's good. Okay.
Welcome.
Looking at everything. Look at that cute hat. Oh, wow. This is nice. So this is y'all's place here.
We all sleep there.
Charlie.
So Caleb's up there.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is really.
Well, he's back there. He's back there.
This is a good use of space.
Oh wow, that is. And this is.
Bathroom.
I love it. I love
Oh man, this
Yeah,
works.
it's very cool.
This works really well. And this is your closet.
No, that's Caleb's
Caleb's.
closet.
Okay. Do you guys have a closet?
Yeah, on each side of the bed.
On each side of the bed.
I love this.
Nice. I have 3 big pants in there.
Hey.
Wow.
So I can
That's
like
big.
really still make stuff. Yeah.
Oh man, this is
So show
the
me.
ball.
Open the stove. I want to see it.
It's kind of cool, isn't it? That's good. Okay. Got the stabilizers all down. I ended up using a dog bone to go from 50 amp and plugged into just a regular outlet on the side of the house. Got the pressure regulator on, and I adjusted the pressure up to about 60 psi, which in the past has always worked for me, but for your RV you should really check to make sure what your lines are rated for. Of course, I have my favorite 0G hose, 50 feet long, which is working out handy for where we are right now. And we're all done. So, setup process, pretty simple. It's a lot of fun to be back in this mode of doing things. There's more I want to share about this. In fact, the next video will likely be everything that I've needed for the first trip. So if anybody's out there at the RV newbie and they're just getting started with their first trip, then that video will be for you.
I love the rig.
For
It
you?
just feels like our house now.
It does.
Mark?
Yeah?
We don't have to worry about the food in the fridge.
You didn't have to worry about it anyway. It was previously on propane and now it's on electric.
That's awesome.
Well, why would you be worried about that?
I don't know, because I just don't know the rig. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't want to waste the food.
Okay.
Ready to go to bed?
Yeah, I am.
I'm very tired.
Couple long days.
Yeah.
How you feeling about everything?
Really love it. Caleb walked in, he goes, feels really big. And he goes, and it feels like ours. He said, I can like start to feel it. It's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
So that's kind of fun when your kid says that.
Yeah, I agree.
So anyway, let's go to bed.